I washed that car every single day when I had that car. That car could never be dirty. You know, a clean car is a happy car. That's my motto. So one day I was working for another dealership before I got fired. I worked for a place called Becker Chevrolet in Island Park. And I had some guy put a for sale sign on my car. And I said, I'm not going to call this guy. I said, you know, so let me call him, let him know, hey, you know, I'm very flattered that you like to buy my car, but my car is not for sale for any price. So I called him, I said, look, sir, I see how you wash your car, I see how you prepare that car, I really have an interest in buying your car. I said, look, I don't want to sell the car. I love the car. That's why I got the car. I love the car. I worked real hard to get this car. I'm willing to give you more money than you ever want for that car. What do you want for it? So you want that car? $6,500. He goes, not yet. So he goes, if you want, come by tomorrow, take a look at the car. But I really don't want to sell the car. It's $6,500 for the car. Guy comes by next day. I said, look, come to the house with me about 10 o'clock. You know, it's Saturday night. I'm going to be out late. Come by about 10 o'clock. Next morning, the guy's at my house by like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. Wakes me out of bed. I was living home with my parents. Kevin, some guy's downstairs looking for you about your Corvette. You're not going to sell that car. I said, I love that car, but the guy wants to offer me crazy money for it. I'm going to go for a ride with him. So we go in the car, drives it right around the block. He goes, I'll take the car. Whips out $6,500 cash and gives it to him. That's all the money I've ever seen in my life at that time. So here I am, no Corvette, take the license plates off right there on the spot, give him the car, give him the registration. And here I had no car. This is my daily transportation to work. So what do? I buy my parents' LTD Ford station wagon for $500. I went from a Corvette to a station wagon. I'm really embarrassed. I feel like the Brady Bunch in the car. You know, driving to work in this big full LTD station wagon. Chip said it wasn't that funny.
That's pretty.
Okay. Talks about 1980. Well, after getting fired all the time, so you know something? I can't hold a job here because I did my own thing. I wasn't a bad guy. I did my own thing, and a lot of things people would tell me to do, I just wouldn't do. So eventually I said, you know, maybe it's time for me just to get on my own, move on with my life. I love cars. I love Corvettes. So I went down. This is right here in Valley Stream, where I pretty much grew up all my life. So I've been there since 1959. Went to this little, there's like a chain of stores called King Bear. You ever hear King Bear and Great Bear? It's like a front-end brake alignment shop. This guy just opened up this shop. It was kind of beat up looking. I went in there one day. I said, hello, sir. I said, look, I'm looking to rent out that rear bay in the back. You'd be interested in renting it? He goes, sure. I'd be interested in renting the bay. I said, you know, what do you want? He goes, what do you want to do here? I said, I just want to do basically Corvettes only. Any cars that come through the doors here, you get all the cars. I just want to do Corvettes. He goes, you can't make a living on just Corvettes. I said, well, I'm only one person. What I got to lose? Well, luckily enough, the money that I had spent, I went out and bought a 1965 Corvette Coupe and did quite a bit of work on that. And I was very good with money. Every cent I had, I put forward, because one day I want to get another Corvette. So I bought one coupe and one convertible. A Nassau Blue coupe and a burgundy convertible. And I showed it and got involved with NCRS a whole bit. I said, boy, I love this. This is great. I couldn't wait to go to another NCRS event to learn, because I'm going, the judge is tearing apart my car. I said, you know something, I want to make my car as best I can. And I'm kind of a guy where I love competition. I hate to lose. I always want to be prepared. What better way to join NCRS? Then I got involved with the Bloomington. That's another good story. Well, anyway, I opened up the shop. This is basically March of 1985. And here I'm by myself. I was 28 years old at the time. And from the days I opened up my shop, I've been busy. I've never had a slow day there. And what I would do is park my two Corvettes out in front, because there's only two Corvettes on the place, put up the sign Corvette Repairs at the time. And I was right on this road called Sunrise Highway, which is one of the main highways in Long Island. So if you're going to go to Montauk Point, if you're not going to take the expressway, you're going to go on Sunrise Highway. So from the day I opened my doors, people would pull in, hey, wow, you know, you have all these war stories. Boy, I remember when I was 20 years old, I had my Corvette, then I met my wife, and I had kids, I had to get rid of the car. That's like the same broken record. And the cars would keep coming in. I never told them they were my cars, I just told them I did work on them, and they were coming in. So this is probably 1986. I just got obsessed with it, and some of the people you might meet is Frank Giovini there. You like Elvis. Alan Kaplan, you probably know. Sam Feynman, a very dear friend of mine. We used to call him the son of Sam. Actually, I was the son of Sam. He was almost like my father to me. We used to go everywhere together. We hooked up at a show, and he was just a great guy to know. And I just love, making people happy, and, let's bring a whole bunch of cars down there and get people together. And this is down, this is down at Cypress Gardens, which was a great, great event at the time. Of course, my idol, Duntop himself, and that's Gary Conn on the right-hand side. He used to have a great show every year for probably 22 years in a row, the Malcolm Conning show, and a lot of cars from the northeast part of the country come there, and Duntop will be there.